News Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Health Department is now investigating a complaint about faulty COVID-19 tests conducted by the Philippine Red Cross. The DOH said it received a complaint from a hospital in Subic, where 49 health workers tested positive for the virus. However, upon retesting in another laboratory, 44 of the 49 samples turned out negative. The DOH is awaiting additional reports before determining their next course of action.
That is now the subject of an investigation, but normally that is an outlier. So as soon as the results of the investigation come out, then we will submit.
The OCTA Research Group says that cases in the country have started to slow down, but in the opinion of the Health Department, cases have not yet peaked. Greg Gregorio with the report.
The OCTA research team noted another indication of a decline in the transmission rate in the country. The reproduction number nationwide dropped to 1.13 from last week's 1.23. Aside from this, a negative 5% one-week growth rate was also recorded. For NCR, the current R0 is at 1.14 with a one-week growth rate of negative 13%. OCTA Research Fellow Professor Guido David said this indicates that new cases may have already peaked last September 11.
I consider this a good result that instead of cases rising and instead of cases increasing to 10,000 or 16,000 in the NCR, if we may have already peaked, then cases are starting to go down.
David clarified that the trend may still change as cases continue to rise. With the negative growth rate, daily average cases in NCR may slowly decline to 4,000 by end September from 5,000. But this doesn't mean hospital beds will be readily available anytime soon.
We might be having more than 2,000 cases per day in the NCR by end of October. Baka dun pa lang medyo magsisimulang lumuwag yung situation sa hospital.
For the DOH, the cases have not yet peaked.
Baka ang peak natin mangyari pa yan towards the end of September or early October dahil pinabagal na ng mga ginagawa nating intervention itong patuloy na pagtaas ng kaso.
Both the DOH and OCTA Research attribute the decline in cases to interventions done. These include the strict implementation of minimum public health standards, quarantine restrictions, and vaccinations. So far, 18.5 million individuals have been fully vaccinated in the country, 6.4 million of which are from Metro Manila. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Health Department reported 18,900 new COVID-19 cases on Monday. 176 and 800,000 of the 2.38 million total caseload are still considered active. 70 duplicates were removed from the total case count, 51 of which are recoveries. 146 people died of the virus overnight, bringing the death toll to 36,900. The DOH said 53 cases previously tagged as recoveries have been reclassified as deaths after validation. Total recoveries are at 2.17 million after 20,100 new survivors in the past 24 hours. 26.3% of the 72,700 tests included for today's bulletin yielded positive results. And one OFW from Cagayan finds success from pursuing her hobby, making miniature art from clay. Let's hear her story in this report by Faith Del Mundo.
Milk tea, anyone? Or perhaps some burger? Or sinigang na hipon? And halo-halo for dessert? But would you believe these are not only made of clay, they are also only as big as a 1 peso coin. This miniature clay business is no small feat, as it keeps the family of former OFW Winnie Rose Q afloat despite the pandemic's impact to her husband's work.
Ang laking tulong po. Lalo na minsan yung time na walang-wala talaga. As in, wala pong repair yung asawa ko. Sakto po mga nagpagawa sa akin. Tuloy-tuloy po.
34-year-old Winnie is from Cagayan. She used to be a domestic helper in Hong Kong and Singapore until her children asked her to just stay with them at home. Winnie has made over 1,000 different designs, from food to characters. But she says she has no formal training in clay art, but it's an interest she had since she was just a kid.
Na-inspired po ako sa mga kagrupo ko po na ano sila na-featured sa iba't ibang mga Muslim po, parang ganun po. Sabi ko, kaya ko din naman kasi dati po natatakot ako, mabash. Kasi feeling ko po hindi naman maganda yung gawa ko.
Winnie also customizes chibi or smaller and cuter versions based on a real person. These are perfect for gifts, displays, souvenirs, or even as cake toppers. Each design costs 150 to 400 pesos, depending on the size and design. Winnie says she did not expect to find success from pursuing her hobby. She has something to say to those wanting to start their own business.
Kung ano po yung gusto nila, keep going lang po. Tsaka yung lahat po na nagsisimula, hindi po maganda agad ang gawa.
For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Budget Department slashed the Health Department's COVID-19 response budget for 2022. Marikina Representative Stella Kimbo told One News's Agenda that the proposed budget submitted by the DOH did not take into account funds for another surge in infections. The Education Department reports that enrollment for this school year has reached 28 million. This is 2 million higher than last year's number. The DepEd says they are happy with the enrollment turnout for this academic year. Los Angeles hosted the 73rd Annual Emmy Awards today, and Netflix's hit series, The Crown, won 7 honors, including Best Drama Series, while Apple TV Plus's comedy Ted Lasso took home 4 awards. Another Netflix series, The Queen's Gambit, won 2 Emmys, including a win for Best Limited Series. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.